Have you ever left a conversation feeling confused, guilty, and somehow agreeing to something you never wanted to do? You're not bad at saying no. You might have just been expertly manipulated. And the scary part is, you probably didn't even see it happen. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 5 of the most common and subtle manipulation techniques people use to control you. These tactics are designed to bypass your logic and target your emotions. By the end of this video, you'll not only be able to spot them, but you'll also understand the psychology behind why they work and, most importantly, how to protect your mental peace. Let's get into it. First up, a classic that's often disguised as vulnerability: guilt tripping. This is the act of making you feel responsible for their emotions and happiness in order to get you to comply with their wishes. Imagine you tell a friend you can't make it to their party because you need a night to rest. Instead of understanding, they say something like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'll just be all alone for my birthday then. It's fine." The manipulator isn't just expressing sadness, they're handing you their sadness and expecting you to fix it. The unspoken message is, your needs are making me unhappy and you are a bad person if you don't do what I want. The antidote? Give the emotion back to its rightful owner. You can be empathetic without taking the blame. A powerful response is, "I'm sorry you feel that way. I hope you still manage to have a good time." You validate their feeling, but you don't accept the responsibility. Next, we have a tactic that makes it almost impossible to have a reasonable conversation: playing the victim. This is when someone consistently frames themselves as the injured party to evade accountability. Let's say you try to address a problem, like them being consistently late. Instead of apologizing, they might say, "I can't believe you're attacking me like this, especially after the terrible week I've had. I guess I just can't do anything right for you." See what happened there? The conversation is no longer about their lateness. It's now about what a mean person you are for bringing it up. You end up feeling guilty and comforting them, and the original problem never gets solved. The antidote? Separate empathy from responsibility. You can say, "It sounds like you've had a really tough week, and I'm here for you. At the same time, this issue is important to our relationship, and I'd like to resolve it with you when you're ready." This shows you care, but you're not dropping the issue. This next one is incredibly frustrating and designed to keep you in a state of perpetual striving. It's called moving the goalposts. It's like trying to finish a race where the finish line keeps getting further away. You might finally complete a huge project that your boss asked for, but instead of "great job," you get, "Well, that's a good start, but I actually need you to completely reformat it and also add a 10-page analysis by tomorrow." The manipulator's goal is to keep you feeling inadequate and constantly seeking their approval. By never letting you win, they maintain control and keep you working to please them. The antidote? Documentation and clarity. Get expectations in writing beforehand. If the goalposts move, calmly point it out. "That wasn't part of the original plan we agreed on. Let's focus on completing our first goal before adding new ones." This tactic is devious because it brings an outside party into your conflict. It's called triangulation. The manipulator will introduce a third person's opinion, real or imagined, to validate their position and make you feel isolated. It sounds like, "Well, I was talking to Sarah and even she said you were being totally unreasonable." Or the classic, "My ex never had a problem when I did this." This isn't about getting an objective opinion. It's a power play. They are trying to create an us against you dynamic, making you feel like your perspective is wrong or that you're the crazy one. The antidote? Refuse to engage with the third party. Keep the focus on the two of you. Simply say, "I'm not interested in what Sarah or your ex thinks. This conversation is about you and me, so let's resolve it between us." Finally, one of the most punishing forms of emotional manipulation, the silent treatment. And let's be clear, this is not the same as someone saying, I'm upset and I need some space to cool down. The silent treatment is a deliberate withdrawal of all communication and affection as a form of punishment. They ignore your texts, walk out of the room when you enter, and treat you like you're invisible. Psychologically, this is terrifying. It triggers our deepest fear of abandonment. The manipulator knows this. Their goal is to create so much anxiety that you'll eventually break down, apologize profusely, and agree to anything just to get them to talk to you again. The antidote? Do not play the game. Do not beg, chase, or bombard them with apologies. Let them have their silence. Go about your day, focus on yourself. When they finally decide to speak, you can set a firm boundary. I'm glad we're talking again. In the future, shutting me out is not a healthy way for us to resolve conflict. Guilt trips, victimhood, moving the goalposts, triangulation, and the silent treatment. Recognizing these tactics is the first and most powerful step to reclaiming your power. It isn't about being paranoid, it's about being aware enough to protect your own mental well-being. If this video helped you, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Unhealthy Brain, and ring that notification bell for more deep dives into the psychology that shapes our lives. Now, I have a question for you. Which of these tactics have you encountered in your life? Share your experience in the comments. Let's learn from each other and build a more aware community. Stay safe, stay aware, and I'll see you in the next one.